everyone, welcome to Read Talk, and today we are talking about the 30,000 skilled workers.
If you want the best of my heart, you just gotta see the good in me.
Yesterday, the Secretary of Labor announced they are going to send 30,000 skilled workers to Gulf countries, which is okay because everyone is looking for a way to get survival for the means. But my question is, was the agreement that was signed 2 years ago, the Blaze, ever been reversed? No. Why? The problem is not about people coming to work here, domestic workers, they don't have skills. All of them have skills. They can do their work well. But what about their salary and protection? A lot of these workers who are here, domestic workers, they do not have any protection from the embassies here in Gulf. A lot of girls are working more than the agreement of the hours of 8 hours. They are working 17 hours, they are working 20 hours, and the bosses don't care at all. When it comes to their salary, the salary is not added to the extended hours they agreed on with their bosses that they'll be getting overtime. It's not like a company where we get paid overtime money. But when it comes to these domestic workers, what have the government done to help them? Nothing at all. A lot of these guys get mistreated in their bosses' houses. They work long hours. They become sick, no medical care. If they run away, they will not be getting health care outside because they don't have documents like in Saudi. But here in Qatar, you can get medical service. That is, even if you are run away and you don't have the medical, you can get medical access, but you'll be arrested. But each and every country, they have their own policies, whereby the government is not trying to do. If you look at the last agreement of the Blaze, nothing the government of Kenya have ever implemented that they are following the laws. Most of the people who are coming here are coming with the agencies. When they get in trouble and they try to call the agents that they came with, the agents hang up their phones, they switch off their phones, they do not help them at all. When they go to the embassy will not take any action at all. Most of the embassy, you can see on the Facebook, a lot of people complain if they call the embassy will end up blocking them, or they will not get any help from the embassy. It's not about bringing people. The only thing is, we want the Ministry for Labor to tell us, what have they done so far in terms of security to all their citizens working here? What guarantee do we have when you are coming to work here, the salary is enough? When it comes to basic salary, not unless you are working with a company, you will have more of the freedom, you will have more of security, you will have more of healthcare if you're working with the company. But for the majority who are working in the domestic houses, the only thing you will get when it comes to medical care, it is to get Panadol. I have worked in one before, and I know what I'm talking about. Most Arabs here, they will tell you, take Panadol. If you complain of sickness, they'll tell you, take Panadol. And when you call the embassy to tell them you are sick, the embassy will not take any action. We don't have any warehouse whereby that when you are run away, you go to the embassy, or if you are getting sick, the embassy can come in and intervene if you are a domestic worker and you will get the health care. No, it doesn't work like that. Instead, if you run away, you go to the embassy will be the one to contact your house boss, and they will return you to the same house where you ran away. And once you report your boss to the embassy, that means when you go back to that house, you are going to get more mistreated than ever. 2, in terms of security, what have they done in terms of security to make sure that all people who are working domestic house, they are not beaten up, they are not being private from eating food, they are getting all the medical care, they are sleeping in time? What have they done about that? Nothing. Our government never do anything to ensure that their citizens living in Gulf countries are getting that. Not unless you're working with the company, you are on the safe side. But if you're working in the domestic house, that one, you have no right when it comes to work. Salary-wise, most of these domestic workers, they are working more hours than agreement on their contract. And when the government says they're bringing skilled workers, domestic workers, there is nothing to train a domestic workers that they don't do at home that they are coming to do here. It's the same thing. The problem is the salary. The salary agreement per each and every country here in Gulf, it's different. And this is where our Ministry of Labor has failed Kenyans coming to work here as domestic workers. These people are not sleeping on time and they have to wake up very early. And you can imagine if you are working as a family with children, how it is, how the children are nagging. Maybe you have a boss also who is nagging. You still have work. Before you finish your work, the boss is calling you. Before you finish even cleaning dishes, the children are calling you. You're just two-way traffic in the house. By the time you come to finish your work for the house, it's around 11 p.m. at night. When you go to bed, that is 12. You will have to sleep 3 hours or 4 o'clock, 4 hours. You need to wake up at 4 in the morning or 5. You start preparing the breakfast. If the children are going to school, you have to dress the children, they go to school. You start your daily work. By the time you finish cooking and everything, the children are coming from school. Then you start zero work. By the time you sleep, in the mind of this person is so stressed. This person doesn't want to hear noises. And when it comes to salary, it's also a problem for some of the bosses. Not all bosses are bad. Some are very bad in the essence that they will keep even your salary, they will not give it to you. And when you claim you need your salary, it's a problem. So what have our government done so far in terms of security? For these ladies not to be mistreated by their bosses when they are coming. 2, health-wise. What have they done for them to secure a medical, even if the boss cannot give the medical? The embassy can provide also. They have the right to call the boss and take this person to hospital. Terms of salary. It is the duty for our government to ensure they put a pressure for a good salary. Company salaries. Companies' salary are way better a little bit. Not all companies. It's like I said, it depends with the boss. You can be a housemaid and you find a very nice, loving, chubby boss. And you can be in a company and you find the company also management, it's not caring. So it depends also. Not all bosses are bad. You can hear some of the ladies saying that they have very wonderful bosses. I will put another video of ladies who told me how their bosses treat them very nice, just like their own families. I'll share that one in another video, not today. And don't forget to watch out on another video that I'm going to shoot today about commission. Is it worthy to pay commission coming or not? I'm going to share it on another video. Let's meet again on Real Talk next Friday. Bye-bye.